Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your April 2021 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic cross spread as always, and I also pulled an Oracle card and a Mudra card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice to get an idea of where your focus will be as far as the astrology goes. So we'll do that. Okay, so we have Leo, and I do see some Leo energy right there, but for you guys, that's your 10th house, so it can be a focus around career and social status for you guys this month. We have 5, which is the 5th house, which is Pisces, and technically at the time I'm recording this, it's still in Pisces season, but it is wrapping up, but you could still have a focus on that area of life for you, so that would be creativity, romance, possibly children. And we have Jupiter. Which is actually in Aquarius, which is your 4th house of home, family, your roots. So we'll keep those in mind as we go through the spread. In the main situation position, we have the Lovers. So this is actually the major arcana card for Gemini, and we do have Mars in Gemini along with the North Node. And Mars is considered to be the ancient ruler of Scorpio, so there could be the connection there. And also, of course, Gemini is your natural 8th house. So this could just be saying that could be bringing some good things your way. Maybe having you feeling like things are just turning out well overall. This could definitely be around the love relationship for some of you. Maybe where there's some things being worked out behind the scenes within the connection. And in the challenge or obstacle position, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So this could just be what the obstacle might be within the connection. Could just be saying that there's a feeling of imbalance with the give and take within the situation. It could be one of those things, for example, where both parties might be worried about not giving too much, right? So, it could be one of those things where that's blocking the energy between the two of you a little bit. And I definitely don't feel like there's anything malicious behind it. If that's the case, I feel more like it's just a situation where maybe both of you were hurt from previous situations, so now that kind of has you a bit blocked when it comes to the give and take dynamic and connections. If this is around finances as well, could just be that, could just be saying that if that's the case, you might see some improvement in that situation as we get closer to Taurus season. In the foundation position, we have the 6 of Wands. So this could be tying into that theme that I was talking about, especially for those of you if this is around a relationship where there's like that imbalance when it comes to give and take, right? Where the other, like each party wants to feel like they're the winner in the situation, right? So the less they feel like they give and the other person has to, need from them, then they feel like they're winning something. Kind of one of those dynamics there. Of course, given that we do see the Leo energy came up in your dice as well, though, this can represent some recognition that you guys might be getting when it comes to the areas of career and social status. And again, if that's the case, if you're not already experiencing that success, again, it could just be saying that you might need to be a little bit patient and let things work out behind the scenes to where you might finally see the results of that as we get closer to Taurus season. All right. In the past position, we have the 7 of Wands, which is more Leo energy, and the King of Wands, which is also the court card for Leo. So some of you could definitely be dealing with a Leo, obviously, given how much Leo energy we're seeing here. But again, seeing these cards come up too could just be pointing to career dynamics, right? Where maybe you really had to defend yourselves around some approach that you might have been taking within the workplace. And if that's the case, you might be feeling some vindication around that, right? Where maybe when you were first expressing how you thought things should be done around the workplace, it might have been met with a lot of resistance, but now, they might actually finally start to give in and try it your way and find out that it was actually, a successful way to go about things. And if that's the case, it could just be saying that you might have had a boss that was standing in your way in that regard, right? That was just stubborn, set in their ways, didn't want to do anything differently. So that's one way the energy could be playing out. For others of you, again, this could just be resistance around possibly even, formalizing a commitment, right? Like neither side wanting to look like they want it more than the other, right? So it sounds odd, but that's kind of how I'm feeling the energy was playing out with you guys. All right. In the present position, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is actually Virgo energy here. For you guys, that is your 11th house of friends, groups, hopes, and wishes. But, this is often referred to as a single energy as well. A lot of independent energy with this. And it could just be saying, again, that that's where you guys might be right now, right? Where there could just be something being worked out behind the scenes as far as bringing the right connection toward you or working on a connection that's already there if there's been some kind of blockages with it. But in the meantime, you could just be, enjoying what you're doing right now, just focusing on yourselves. And see if anything else comes to mind with this. And again, if this is around finances as well, you could start to see improvement there too. All right, and in your future position, we have the Two of Wands, which is Aries energy, the Page of Cups, and the Empress. So, again, I'm seeing another indicator of possibly, you would at least start to feel like things are going your way as we get closer to Taurus season because we see the Venusian influence on the card, and given that it's so earthy, even though Libra is also ruled by Venus, I view this as more of like the Taurus side of that energy. Now, this could be around seeds that you might have planted right at the very beginning of Aries season, given that this is coming up in a near future position. And like I said, at the time of recording this, we're still technically in Pisces season. So it could just be saying maybe a seed you planted there, maybe you even extended an offer to someone, right? Again, and if it was you extending the offer or the other person, I feel like I'm still getting that energy in a way, right, where no one wants to seem like they want it too much, right? So it could be a bit of a lighter offer, but behind that there is the desire for something more long term. But again, I feel like both sides are worried about seeming like they want it too much compared to the other person. And that could have been what's causing the blockages. But again, like I said, I feel like there's something going on behind the scenes that's actually clearing that up for you guys. Like I said, could just be Mars in the 8th, expanding the opportunities for intimacy. Of course, naturally, we tend to think intimacy, we think sex first, but that could just be more about being more open and vulnerable as well. So that's what I'm seeing there. All right. And in the position of your influence on the situation, we have Temperance. So this is actually the major arcana card for Sagittarius. And, this definitely represents a balanced energy, a contentment, and also, we see that angel symbolism again, like we saw with the lovers. So this could definitely be you guys. Possibly, this might even necessarily have to do with another connection, but more of your dynamics in general that you've been looking at and actually finding a healthy balance with those. That's certainly another way I could see you playing out. And given that for you guys, Sagittarius is your second house, this could definitely represent finances. So this could even be one of those things where it was like a push-pull dynamic where, you might have struggled to try to find that balance between having your careers and also having a love relationship, and maybe you're actually finding a way that works out well for you now. So that's what I see there. In the environment position, we have the Four of Wands, which is more Aries energy, and the Ten of Pentacles, more Virgo energy. So we do see some growth in the environment, right? Because we had the Two of Wands there and the Nine of Pentacles, and now we're seeing the Four and the Ten of Pentacles. So for one, this represents the last 10 degrees of Aries, so it could be pointing to what I was saying, where you might not feel like things are really starting to go your way until we get closer to Taurus season. But at the very least, this shows me that while in Aries season, you're actually going to see proof that things will be turning out the way that you're hoping for, right? You're going to see that growth, that expansion, that stability. For some of you, again, this could definitely be around career, but also I feel for a lot of you, this can be around your relationship too. So again, like I said, maybe there's some blockage between the two of you in the past, and even maybe still going on currently, where neither side wanted to truly be open and vulnerable, right, and express that they did really want something more within the connection. Looks like that blockage could be cleared up, quite frankly, on both sides, because we see the Temperance with you, and then we see that Four of Wands, which is a very open, expansive energy, and that Ten of Pentacles, right, which desires expresses the desire for that stability, that long-term longevity type of commitment. So that's what I'm seeing there. Pretty positive. All right. In the hopes or fears position, we have the Four of Cups. So this is actually Cancer energy, which for you guys is your ninth house. But really what I feel here just could just be saying, you're fearing not getting that offer that really vibes with you, right? So again, like I said, if this was a connection where neither party wanted to feel like they were giving too much, you could have just had that fear, like, that this person was never really going to bring forward the type of connection you were hoping for, right? The expressiveness, the emotions. If that's the case, like I said, it looks like there's opening on both sides, which is definitely positive. It doesn't really come out to me too clearly who's going to open up first, right? Or again, maybe, like I said, it's more of an energetic thing where behind the scenes things are being worked out to where you guys both have those blockages cleared, and that just opens the way for forward progress between the two of you. And around finances can be the same thing, where you're just feeling like, all right, maybe you're getting offers, but they're not to your liking, right? Maybe the success that you're getting isn't as much as you'd hoped for. If that's the case, it looks like things will pick up there too. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So interesting, almost like an anticlimactic card to come up in the outcome position, but I feel like more than anything, this is saying that, this might have been a situation where you were considering leaving the dynamic behind altogether. Like I said, whether it be a career situation, for most of you, I really do feel like this is pointing more to a one-to-one relationship, probably a romantic relationship, where for most other people it seemed to be a career-focused month. But with this coming up in reverse, could just be saying that, whatever shifts seem to be taking place, you guys are actually just, feeling a bit more content, and to where you might have been close to possibly leaving it behind. It looks like whatever changes seem to take place during the month are actually going to pull back in. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords, which is Libra energy. And for you guys, that's your 12th house. And we do see the moon there. So for some of you, this might be a shift that started for you guys. Well, technically, at the time of recording this, we haven't had the full moon in Libra yet. But given that this is a reading for April, this could just be saying that that full moon we're going to have in Libra toward the very end of March might actually be what ends up being the catalyst to get some of that movement in place. And we see more Libra energy underneath that as well. So definitely the potential for some blockages to be cleared this month, which is good. All right, moving on to your Oracle card, we have Go the Distance. There's the artwork, and the number is 47. Okay, it says endurance, strength, the long haul. The Oracle's message: to bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. So pretty positive message there, and kept referring to strength. Made me think of the Leo energy that we see quite a bit in your spread, and also with the dice as well. So hopefully that resonated with you. The relationship message says you either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and a symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? So yeah, like I said, for the majority of you, this definitely felt like more of a relationship vibe to this reading for the month more than anything. And if that's the case, like I said, I really didn't pick up on negative energy on either side. Like I said, it felt more like maybe both of you were just hurt previously, so that might have been blocking your ability to be open, feeling like, oh, you didn't want to come across like you wanted something too much, and then to have it pulled away from you. So it looks like you guys are both coming out of that energy, which is definitely a positive thing. So hopefully that resonated as well. And then the prosperity message says your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. Again, pretty positive message there. Like I said, I didn't get a huge financial vibe from the reading, but hopefully that resonated with you as well. And lastly, we'll move on to your Mudra card. So the Mudra you guys got for this month is the Kaleshvara Mudra. There it is there. The keyword for it is opportunity. All right, and there we go. All right, there's the info on it if you want to pause it to take a screenshot. But under benefits, it says calms and clears the mind, benefits the brain, strengthens the heart and pericardium, assists in the breaking of negative patterns and addictive behaviors. So if that sounds like something that would be beneficial for you guys, I will put the name of the Mudra in the description video as always. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.